Well, we've brought Peggy into Arcachon town itself, parked her up, and just strolling around some of the streets towards the town centre. There's some amazing buildings, just all different shapes and sizes. Look at that one, for example. Really unusual design, and yet every other building, or every building, is different. You've got flats near the town as well, some of which have been really nicely done to sort of fit in with the existing buildings, and others that have done that fit in and around the old buildings. Kept some of these massive old trees as well, so it's a real mix. There's nothing. Every 100 metres you've got about 20 different types of building. And a shared track here, as you can see, with the bikes, really well catered for bicycles. Down the end of the alleyway there, straight out into the sea. It looks pretty new, that, but done in a sort of chateau style. Flats behind it. That really unusual mix of everything. Look at that one. What a fantastic building that one is. Very French style, that. Very grand. And no sooner have you made a quick left turn from the road we were on. Here's the lovely, well, it's actually, I was going to say the Atlantic, but it's actually the Arcachon basin still. So all of this around here to out to there, that is the Arcachon basin, and the spit of land which is opposite us, which is a spit of land, it's Cap Ferret, which comes all the way down there, and then as you go round to the left there, that takes you out to what would be the exit out into the Atlantic. And in fact, just round there, by the exit, is the Dune du Pilat, which is the largest sand dune in Europe, which we're going to hope to perhaps have a boat trip round to. On one of those, there's one just going by, the green one out there. One of the many boat trips that seem to run here, giving various tours and sort of water taxi type rides. You can taxi over to Cap Ferret. You can go out to the island of that's a sort of bird sanctuary. You can take trips down to the dune itself, the Dune Du Pilat, which is about 340 odd foot high, just over 100 metres, about 103, 104 metres I think it is. So a fair old height of sand, so looking forward to having a look at that. And even on the front here, we're September 23rd of September. But look, all the flowering plants still looking beautiful, and these ancient old trees, which must be ancient because they've had to strap lots of them with steel bands to stop them presumably splitting. Look a bit like mimosa. But there's still some lovely colour going on in the borders all along the side of the seafront here, which has been beautifully done. Sand looks as though it's raked daily. Absolutely pristine sand surface for great sand fun over there. Very nice spot, and because of course you're in, all of this is the basin in front of us, then it's sheltered from the Atlantic by Cap Ferret and the spit of land, so there's an element of shelter here as well from the crazy Atlantic just beyond, which has made that massive dune. Beautiful grand building there, look at that. Lovely, look at that balcony spot up there. Over the top of the trees, get that lovely view Very nice too. So there you go, that gives you a good idea of the shape of the basin that I was talking about. There's the Dune of Pilat down the bottom there as you come in from the Atlantic. And then these little lines are all the water taxis, or all the boat trips that you can take between the various parts of the Arcachon basin. So we're going to potter over from, we're here at the moment, we're going to potter over to Cap Ferret, have a stroll along here, come back on this boat a bit later on. And for three of us, 3 adults, that worked out about €18 each return for both trips. So that's not too bad at all, 14-15 quid. For a couple of trips around, have a bit of a look over at the spit there, and no doubt a bit of lunch, eh? Go from just at the end of the pier there, one of the many stops around the basin here. Look at that, somebody's been out with their rake this morning on the back of the tractor, which of course then makes it into a competition as to who can be first to charge around over the raked sand. I'd definitely be that. A little bit random. Just walk around the corner, there's a little street act just starting up. Very random indeed. Oh, coming up to midday, time to go and get our boat for a trip across the water. That was our little trip across on the first leg of our tour. So we're over on Cap Ferret now. We can actually go up that lighthouse, 250 odd steps to climb to get a view of the land spit there, and there it is, the Dune Du Pilat, 106, 107 odd metres of sand. And lots of signs of shellfish farming. And over the other side of the pier is no different. Look at all those boats. Good grief. Certainly wouldn't be short of places to eat here, as you can imagine. And unsurprisingly, there's an awful lot of seafood on the menu. Well, we jumped on a bus because we had to come right down to the bottom of the Cap Ferret, so the bus has dropped us off right down on the point, and we've just wandered up from the bus stop. I can hear the waves in the distance, and I reckon any second now, oh yes, look at that, the Atlantic coming charging in. There's a lovely view of the dune over there. That is definitely a monster dune. Look at those Atlantic rollers coming in. Wow, surfer's paradise. Lots of the areas, as you can see by the fences here, lots of the areas protected to try and stop the erosion of the dunes. We've made our way up from the point, which is in that direction. following the dunes. They seem to close off parts of the dunes to obviously protect them, but we're hoping that up the end of this trail in front of us we're going to finally get a really good view of the Atlantic. Just an incredible landscape of massive dunes, as you'd imagine, with the fetch coming from, well, next mainland mass would be of course the US, but coming all the way across the Atlantic, creating these enormous sandscapes. And they're right in the distance over there. That's over the other side of the water, that enormous dune again. It's like you've landed on another planet. Watching us, watching them. A lot of, looks like a lot of bird spotters. Perhaps waiting for the birds to come across the Atlantic, their first port of call. Some information about last sightings. Wow. Obviously a birdwatcher's paradise. September to November. Yeah, September to November. All the migration of the birds. Well, the boardwalk did lead to the Atlantic. Look at that. Can't quite see the US in the distance. Clear day, perhaps. Look at the currents, the riptide there. There's actually waves going out and waves coming in. It certainly creates some interesting seas around the end of the Cap Ferret here. Yeah, you can actually see that centre bit there actually moving outwards. You wouldn't want to swim into that. Wow. Look at that. What a beautiful stretch of sand and beach. Enjoying your dune walk, lovelies?
Yeah.
Isn't it lush, eh?
Oh, such a spectacular scenery here, isn't it?
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, really at the edge of the Atlantic here. It's incredible. I wouldn't want to be swimming in there though.
No, a little bit, well, a current or two.
Yes.
Stick to watching. So yes, we came across to there, got the bus down to the bottom because the bus happened to be just outside there as we got off the boat. Had a walk around there. That was those amazing Atlantic rollers coming in that we filmed down there. Now we jumped on the bus and we've come back up towards here, and we're going to take that route back today. And then tomorrow we might have certainly going to go down and have a look at that dune, which looks amazing. And there's supposed to be some fantastic bathing off this area here with really clear waters that you can only get to by boat. So, but just every other building is oysters and shellfish. It's just a massive industry here. Look at the boats, it's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, you've seen marinas, but it is a massive boat haven on this side. Look at that, as far as you can see. Absolutely, as far as the eye can see. A little bit of pier side fishing here. That's a white bait. Yes.
we get a great load in after a day here.
Look at that. This little lad here, he's in his element, catching...
Yeah.
It's obviously the time of day to go out on a boat party. Oh, another one going on over there. Only about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Everybody's partying in full swing. Fantastic. Has to be done, I guess, when you live in such a fabulous part of the world. Well, off again. Another lovely boat trip. It's in the upper 20s now. Absolutely lovely evening. Incredible. To think we had a thunder shower a couple of days ago and it was down to about 19, 20 degrees. We're back up at 26, 27 and it's 5:30 in the evening. Lovely late bit of sunshine. In fact, the forecast over the next few days is a cracking forecast of steadily rising temperatures. Lovely time of the year. And just coming back to Arcachon now. What a lovely trip out that was to Cap Ferret. Beautiful. And we're just walked up from the boat into downtown Arcachon, exploring a bit. And look at this place. Isn't that fantastic? Maison Gambetta cafe and restaurant. What a beautifully done place. Look at that, they've even made the tree there. Perfectly shaped cones, in fact, all the way down the street there. Isn't that pretty? Conical shaped trees, and then oleander on the other side, in flower still, near the end of September. That's amazing. It's like something out of a fairy tale, isn't it? Oh, it's certainly getting on now towards about 8ish. Some lovely designs though, even though they're newish buildings. Lovely, lovely square, lots of eating houses of course. All different shapes and sizes. Another bus ride. We've come down to the Dune Du Pilat. Dead cheap again. In fact, yesterday when we got on the bus, guy got on to go to Bordeaux, which was 70 miles from where we were. Still only pays €2. That is incredible. The bus service in France is fantastic. Look at this, mohos hiding in the wood here. Very nice too. So there we go, there's a bit of info. There are some steps between April and October. We're going to follow the path up to the steps that can get you up the dune. Got the planes up there. Now you can see that there are plenty of grub stops, picnic areas, absolutely loads of parking, plenty of moho parking as well. So yeah, just about anything or just about anywhere you care to get here is okay. Any size motorhome will get here. We've obviously come on a massive great coach, so no problem with size of vehicle to get to the point here, and then really nicely set up, as you can see. Lots of modern facilities here before you tackle the mountain of sand behind these woods. Little oyster and tapas bar, little snack cafes. Plenty, definitely plenty to keep you going. Well, look at that. That is crazy. That is one big pile of sand. Over 100 meters high. Wow. Can't wait to get up the top there to get a view. Nikki is not even bothering with the steps. She's doing a full-on Bear Grylls desert experience, and without fear of personal safety, going straight up the dune. Right, I better get going really, haven't I? The question is it steps or is it sand? One up and 3 down. As you can tell by the puffing, I went the sand route. Wow, and I'm only halfway. Wow. That every morning would make you fitter than a fit thing from Fitland. And that's where we came from. Good heavens. The guy there skiing down. That's awesome. Love it. Well, there's many ways to get down, and that's definitely one of them. Hiding in the sand. Wow.
It gets pretty peppery.
Yeah.
Because the sand is painful on your legs.
It definitely is giving you a right peppering.
Yeah.
I'm getting sandblasted.
Yeah. I think actually it's quite good for my legs. I think
So
exfoliated.
Extreme exfoliation, yeah. So we were right down on the point over there yesterday when we showed you those lovely waves breaking out over the end of the Cap Ferret. Decided, yes, to run down. She stays upright. Happy self-achievement. One shoe gone. Reload. Fantastic. Well, it's certainly a lot quicker coming down than it was going up. That is mad. Mad indeed. There we go. A few facts and figures. 600 metre wide, 102 high, 2.9 kilometres long. Wonder how many years that took. And where we just ran up was obviously up in that corner there. Some very welcome shade for all these dune visitors. Well, what a very fantastic experience that was. An awful lot of sand, a quick lunch snack in one of those lovely kiosks, and now strolling back to look for the bus. Well worth a visit, guys. Give it a go. Of course, rounded off. Quality control, of course, isn't it always?
I feel terribly guilty.
A run up and down the dune, you know, you deserve it. even a bit of beach entertainment. Isn't that fantastic? Sunday afternoon. Beautiful dance going on there. All with the ocean lapping, or the basin I should say. Fabulous. Wow, morning all.
Good morning. Well, we've arrived in Bordeaux.
We have. We thought we'd give you a bit of a contrast to Arcachon and bring you into the city to see a bit of Bordeaux's culture and sights, and they're fabulous.
And it was quite a smooth trip this morning, wasn't it, on Peggy?
Yeah.
And you hit the city pretty soon after you leave the motorway, so that was it was good.
Yeah, 40 odd miles, smooth running, and join us for a little look around some of the sights and sounds of Bordeaux. Behind us is La Grosse Cloche, which is one of Bordeaux's very famous landmarks, and as you can see, an absolutely stunning bit of architecture it is too. Wow. And a little chime on the out, although I don't think it's the big bell, but isn't it beautiful? Wow. Fantastic streets of old property. Loving all the balconies. And we're now also on, apparently, the longest street in Europe. And by crikey, it does go for a fair way, to be fair. Goes for absolutely miles. Isn't it lovely? Yeah. Wow, such lovely streets, they really are. Such a stunning day as well. We're just coming up to the end of September now, it's September 28, and it's pushing 30 degrees already at about 11 in the morning. Absolutely fantastic autumn weather. Isn't that a pretty sight? Tram lines coming through the middle. And a very grand Hotel de Bordeaux. Beautiful, the Grand Theatre this is. So we stopped in at the little kiosk over there and we've bought a ticket for an open top bus ride. It's got to be done, hasn't it? Have a look around the city. And they give you some little freebies at the end, a drink and a little cake. Very nice too. So it was about 12 quid a head. And when you get on, they give you one of these little headphones that plugs into the back of the seat. You can choose your language channel, and away you go. So I've got one end shoved in my ear and they're talking to me in English. There's another way to get around the city as well. And another way to see the city as well from another wheel. We like a ride on a big wheel,
Oh,
don't
we do. Love a wheel.
Where was the last one we were on?
Oh gosh.
Oh, La Rochelle, wasn't it?
La Rochelle,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Very nice too.
That's a tall one, that.
Yeah. And there's the Garonne River in front of us. There's a crazy mix, look at that. Beautiful streets, and down the end there, the front of a massive cruise liner that's on the Garonne River. Wow, that's mad. Oh, that's a very important place over there, the Cité du Vin. Exhibiting all things wine. Fantastic. And what a mod building. Fancy a trip up that spiral staircase behind the glass. Wow. Well, that was fantastic. About an hour and 10 minutes. Absolutely lovely way to have a look at Bordeaux. Really good commentary in the language of your choice. And just such a cracking day for a tour. Time for our free cannelli. Well, we've been in right next to the bus stop where you can get your free cannelli. Look at that. They are absolutely delicious. Taste a bit like a bit bread puddingy, but caramelised outside. Absolutely delicious. Yum. Try that. And there you go. That was the red route that we've just done, with all those amazing buildings on the way. It really is absolutely beautiful city centre. Beautiful. Yeah, about an hour and 10 minutes. Look at that, it's lunchtime. Fantastic. Yum, yum. A clash of old and new. Really has got some absolutely stunning buildings in this city. Hell of a current on the river there, and we're going to see it from another angle. We've spent about 14 euros, 15 euros each on a little trip up the river. Tram system been going, I think they said about 2005-ish. And they completed it, so they're coming up 20 years, but still looks in extremely good condition and really nicely set out around the city. And of course, if it's anything like their bus travel that we've experienced, with incredibly good value, then well worth a try. But I don't think we'll be trying the Bordeaux tram today. Squashing everything in that we can in a day. Definitely a place though where you could easily spend more than a day having a look round. And there we go, second one down to ours, I think. And yet more Canelé freebies. There, look, there's the inside of it. It is a bit bread puddingy. Absolutely lush.
Donc je vais vous faire découvrir Bordeaux et son histoire vue du fleuve. So welcome everyone, this is a departure of a cruise together, 1.5. I hope you're doing well. And I was presenting the team. I think you heard Thomas, our captain, of course.
Talking about World War relics there, sunken boats.
inclus dans cette zone Bordeaux-Bassin, c'est celle qu'on emprunte en ce moment même. Vous ne verrez pas
incredible bridge again ahead that lifts up, the whole thing lifts up about 60 odd metres to allow that monster cruise line that we've just gone past to go underneath it.
plus sur le côté rive gauche que sur le côté rive droite. Oui, tout simplement par rapport à cette question de décalage historique. Yeah.
Very nice indeed.
Because I was only speaking about the legend.
Free drinks and cakes, of course.
And over here we have more than 2,000 years of history.
Well, a great little commentary. Nice boat trip. And in fact, this bridge here, as we were being told, has 17 arches, which correspond to the number of letters in the name Napoleon Bonaparte, who commissioned the bridge because he couldn't get across the river. There's a good bit of local story. Whether it's true or not, it's a great story. Wow, that is just beautiful. That one of the medieval gates, one of only two into the city. Look, there's a bit of mix of cultures. The frog and roast beef, our affectionate name for French people, plus their affectionate name for us as UK dwellers, roast beef. Brilliant, what a great name. God, I bet the walls could tell a story. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Little wine bar in there.